I'm a little bit later than I wanted to be, but you know what? It's all right. It's okay. Okay, let's see. What's with this weird thumbnail? I mean, it's probably better than the pictures they usually take. But it's a little weird. Anyhow, first person here is Anonymous for General. You've got the world at your feet and a new venture is about to begin. You could hear from somebody you're hoping to hear from or get good news that you've been waiting on. Could be spending time with the water sign, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. Old wounds are healing and moving into the past. Finances are improving. Jamie and Brianna, Aries. Slow and steady wins the race, but communication should come in. I'm going to say maybe within the next 2 to 3 weeks. After communication comes in, it still looks a little bit rocky. There could be a small argument or a little bit of bickering, but then communication comes in and that moves into the past. Overall, it looks a little like a roller coaster. What do you got for the weekend? Something should happen this weekend that makes you very happy with the sun. Could be spending time with an air sign, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. Old wounds are healing and moving into the past. Money comes in. Listen to your intuition and take time for rest, relaxation, and self-care. Red. Is company AMT a fraud? Is company AMT a fraud? Yeah. Something's not legit around it. I definitely, I would be careful with it. Alka, love with Griffin, we've been dating. Things could change for the better quickly. Communication looks good and it could be improving. A wish comes true, things move forward towards greener pastures. Listen to your intuition. This connection looks good. It looks like it has long-term potential around it with the Four of Wands and the Nine of Cups. I would continue doing what you're doing. It looks good. It looks good, especially if you're looking for more or you want more. There's potential here. You want to come in here? You could come in. Come on in. No? You wanted to walk away? Okay. Luz, has he been talking to those friends about the situation? While they talked, they looked at me. I don't think he was talking to them about you today. It doesn't come up strong enough for me to say yes, not at this point. And if so, what was their advice? I don't think that they were talking about you. Yeah, Hermit is here. I don't think he said much, and it could be because he may feel as if he's done something wrong, and he may even be a little bit embarrassed by it. Aisha, why NL the Cancer ignored my text? Seems to be setting a boundary and may need space. Communication will come in within the next couple of days, but he may be looking for a little bit of space. Alka, how will my real estate career go? I'm studying for my license now. Well, it's got potential to be successful, but it could take a minute to get there. If you put the hard work in, it's going to pay off. You have financial stability and plenty of money coming in. I don't think it's going to be something that happens overnight. You may have to work for it before you see success come in. But it looks like it's got a lot of potential. Cyrus, where are you? What's he doing? What is he doing? Where? Oh, okay. I thought he was on the other side of the bed. You could come on in here if you want. Come on in. Do you need some help? Come on. I know you like to lay on this hamburger. You want to lay on the hamburger pillow? He wants to not come in. 4 elements, general. Cyrus down. General, it looks like you'll hear from somebody you're hoping to hear from or get good news you've been waiting on. Could be paying off a bill of debt or a loan and you have good luck coming in. You'll walk away from people, places, and things that no longer serve you. And you could be spending time with an Aries. Perseverance pays off. A Virgo enters. Not bad. Not bad. Vicky, P and date tomorrow. What's the question? Like, you're going to see each other tomorrow? You want to know how it's going to go? Is that what the question is? Oh, thank you, Dana. Let me do Dana. Okay, you have the ability to not have it happen, but chances are high that you will have it happen. Have it happen. Let me just email you back. Vicky, I'm confused by the question. PN date tomorrow. Who am I asking about? Somebody's having a date? Is it the first person's name is P and the second's name is N? I emailed it to you back because I didn't want to say it. You can make the decision not to, but the chance is high that read the email. Read the email. Luz, when is he going to talk to me and how? It looks like it's through divine guidance in person, and it looks like it could be sometime early October. You may be feeling as if you've been treated unfairly, but he may try to apologize or explain what happened or talk his way out of it or something. And it does look like there is opportunity for things to improve around the situation, but it's definitely through divine timing. Like, it may be something that's not planned and then like the moment just occurs and it's easy. I feel like I have a vitamin stuck in my throat. Okay, so it's P and N. How is their date going to go? Okay. How will P and N's date go tomorrow? looks like it goes okay. There's a new journey. Communication looks good. One person could make the other an offer that would be hard to turn down, and a decision gets made. It looks okay. It looks pretty good. Cinnamon, am I pregnant with Jamel's baby? Oh boy. Oh boy, let's see. Well, you got a pretty good chance. I would go take a test because you got a 70% chance, yes. I would take a test and find out for sure. And then if you're not, I would be very careful moving forward because the chances are high that that could happen. Beautiful one, general. The weight of the world is slipping off your shoulders and your life is moving forward towards greener pastures. You've got a wish that's coming true. You could be spending time with the Taurus. You're not looking back on the past. Something nice could happen around the home. Moving homes, changing homes, upgrading your home. KB, general. Lay down the law, set boundaries. It'll serve you well. A new beginning is on the horizon and life moves forward towards greener pastures, especially around finances. You could reconnect with an old friend or someone you haven't seen in a while. A new journey begins. And you have money coming in. A little bit more financial stability is coming in between now and the end of the year. Comment, situation between me and my mom is getting worse. Do you see me moving quickly? Yeah, that could happen. That could definitely happen. Charlie, Kim let Rosario move back. Relationship is very toxic. He said he changed, but no, just manipulated her. What will happen? Situation's going to replay itself. So the only person she's lying to really is herself. He hasn't changed. So the situation's going to replay itself, and then eventually, see, every time a toxic relationship ends, the people have the opportunity to not come back to it. But if they keep coming back to it, it's going to keep repeating. Anything that's running in a cycle is running in a cycle. It's not getting any better. So this situation will repeat itself. They'll have another falling out, another breakup, and then they'll come to the crossroads again where they have to decide whether or not they want things to move forward. You know, or like go back to it. You know what I'm saying? Like the cycle, once the cycle breaks, they have to make the decision not to go back into it. Nobody changes in 3 weeks. Life changes people. So you have to be broken up and have a life in between in order to change. And it's unfortunate, but people tend to replay these cycles. I've done it myself, so. Yeah, I've done it myself. The cycles and thinking, it's the craziest thing, because when you're in some kind of a cycle, you think, well, maybe this time it's going to be different. But why do you think that? Because it's never been different. But yet people think it's going to be different, and it's just the same thing that replays itself over and over again. So I totally sympathize with anybody that's going through it, because I know what it feels like. But when you really break it and you get distance from it, you can see it so clearly. Like, what the hell was I doing? I wasted all that time hoping that something was going to change. And, you know, I don't believe that a relationship is a wasted time if you don't die next to one another. You know what I'm saying? I don't believe that. But I do think it's wasted time when you're replaying the same toxic scenario for years. It's not getting better and nobody's making a decision to either get help or get out of it. Like that to me is wasted time. Anyhow, let me shut my mouth and continue. Um, Vicky, I meant how the date will go, not N. Oh, so the person's name isn't N. You don't know what the person's name is? Dana sent another email. Let me see. Nobody listens. Nobody listens because people have to experience it for themselves. It's so fucked up that we're like this, but nobody listens. They have to experience it for themselves, and when they've had enough, they'll do something about it. I'm telling you, I know. And I have a toxic situation that is not even me. It's like family related, and the situation is so toxic, and for me it's like I want to jump out of my skin and scream, yell, and run down the street, like, because I can see so clearly what is going on, and I feel like other people either can't see it or they're turning a blind eye to it, or maybe they feel like they're stuck in the middle. But I'm so angry by the situation because I know exactly what's happening here. There's manipulation, there's abuse, somebody's being mentally abused. It's terrible, and there's nothing I can do about it. So I just have to accept that. Like, it's not my circus. It's terrible. I mean, it is part of my circus, but it's not here. It's not in my personal life. It's like, all right, let me do the email. I gotta find it. Sometimes the email takes a second to come through. You could hang out on the trip, but that would be as far as it would go. It wouldn't go past that. So it would be like whatever happens on the trip, and then that's it. Comment, general. Life is moving forward towards greener pastures. You could have a Leo around that may be of significance. There you go. This could be you moving. Did you just ask about moving? You may be moving. You have a wish that's coming true, a new venture on the horizon, and your life is moving forward. Money. Money is coming in. Anxiety is easing, and life is improving as the year ends, like as we move towards year end. Not bad. It's your cousin. Yeah. I totally understand how you feel. It's unfortunate that there's just not much. There's not much that you can do. The only thing that I can say is that the situation is going to replay itself again, and there'll be another ending. And usually with these situations, each time you go through it, it gets that much worse. So the fights don't get better, the fights get worse. So eventually it will end eventually. It's just not ending yet. Vicky, do you see P and this person get intimate? Will P and this person be intimate? They got a good chance. They got about a 70% chance, yes. Oh, God. Oh, I hate when there's children involved. But indirectly, I have a child involved, too. Yeah, I know. I know, and the thing is with children is that you can pretend like they don't know what's going on, but they know what's going on. If anything, they're more in tune than adults. Comment, what is happening in Elle's life for her not to show up yet? Things are out of balance. So she may be swamped in some area of her life, and it may be work related, work, school, business related. She may feel as if she has a long road ahead of her. She may feel a little bit stuck and stagnant, but I don't know what you mean by showing up. If you mean like physically in person coming, or whatever the showing up is, there's a wish around it, so it does happen eventually. It just might take time. Tanya, you're right. I think if I stayed in my marriage, I would have been a 3-year cycle before I was ready to walk out again. Oh my God. That's terrible. 3 more years. That's terrible. But I know. Because I see it. Like, I see it where I'm reading for people, and it's like years go by. Like, I had this one woman. Where was she from? Shit, I don't even remember where she was from. I haven't spoken to her in a while, but it was like 10 years. Like, it's if you're not together after, it's just not happening. Like, you want to believe, and then there's, oh, well, if I think it's going to happen, it's going to happen, and the law of assumption, and this, that. Look, I don't care what you tell me. 10 years of your life is an eighth of your life if you live to be 80. Waiting for something to happen that's not happening. I mean, but if that's where they are, that's where they are. I mean, it's just so sad. It's really sad. Gabs, thank you. Please go into detail how Jamie will feel when he finds out about Henny and Stella and myself. Okay, how will Jamie feel? There's something about the situation. I don't know what's going on between you people, but it's like feeling deceived, feeling hurt, and feeling negative, or this may even be regretful or left out. I don't know what the situation is, but they may feel a little bit like could even be overlooked, or even neglected. I don't know what this situation is, and maybe envious, and may feel like they've been treated unfairly. For some reason, this person is a little hurt by whatever is going on. How does he honestly see me? Okay, let's see. Finds you to be very smart, very intelligent, and maybe somebody who was like, I don't know if it's like one step ahead of everybody else, but finds you to be attractive, successful, and goal-orientated, or knows how to be successful. So I'm going to say if this is like a business thing, that he may feel that you guys are going to be successful and he's missed out on an opportunity. My guides have told me to never let him or Natalie come close to me. Okay, let's see. I agree. I think that it's not a good idea to keep them close. It looks like the people whoever it is that you're working with are a little bit more stable. They're also a little bit more loyal. Keeping the other two people at arm's length, I think that's good. I think that's good. And too bad if he feels hurt. That's his problem. You're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't, then you're classed as a black sheep, and then the worst person. Well, I mean, it depends on the situation. Like, I know if for myself, and a lot of the situations I've been in the past, I mean, I tend to take responsibility for things even when they're not my fault. But like, how many times did I need to? How many times did I need to be? Did I need to see it? Do you know what I mean? Like, how many times did somebody have to date somebody else behind my back or show up at my job with another girl? Like, how many times did? And that was okay with me. Like, it wasn't okay with me. I was hurt. I was devastated. But yet, I still stayed with this person. Maybe not in that moment, but when they came back around. What was it about myself that it was okay to treat me like that? You know what I mean? So it's like if you're in a cycle and it's not a good cycle, you know, standing up for yourself and saying, you know, I don't want to be treated like this and sticking to it. When the door opens, the next door opens, it's usually something better. And that's what happened to me. Finally, when I said, you know what, I've had enough of this, I don't care, I don't want to be involved in this anymore, that I closed that door. It was like a year or a year and a half, I wasn't with anyone, and then the next person that came in wasn't like that. So I think that sometimes it's like we're in situations where we want to believe that the person's going to change, but they're not changing, or the situation or the circumstance isn't changing. And then I would rather be the black sheep than be abused. I would rather, that's just, I've been there. Like, I don't ever want to go into work and have somebody say, oh, guess who was here last night? And you know who he was with? That is like the worst heart-sinking, pit in your stomach feeling that, and you don't even see it coming because everything is fine and then this is what you hear. And how many times did something like that happen and nobody told me? This bullshit went on behind my back that I found out years later. And it actually sort of ruined one of my friendships because I feel like how could you have known this and not told me? I know in her defense she would say, well, I didn't know it was true and I wouldn't want to upset you. But you know what? Like, I don't know. I just feel like I would rather be, call me the black sheep, but I don't want to be treated like that. I just don't. Anyway, but for a long time I did, apparently, because they stood for nonsense for a long time and made excuses for it. Anyway. Did that one. To Tanya, speaking of toxic, what is G up to with her bullshit? She's quiet, but so much has happened. We feel like, so what? She's quiet, but so much has happened. I feel like, so what? Well, you know what? She's another one of these people that's a little bit on the toxic side and does what she wants and doesn't take other people's feelings into consideration. And it's unfortunate, but if she doesn't change, and I don't see her changing on the horizon, she's not going to have many people in her life because people are kind of cutting her out. Maybe not even so much deliberately, but they're just kind of backing away because I think that they don't want to deal with it anymore. see next year going for me? My son's off to high school, boarding 4 days a week. I'm worried about loneliness and boredom. You know what? I think you're going to have other things that are going to come in. Not that other things are going to replace your son. But I think that the school is going to be good for him because it looks like he's feeling stable. It helps him with like confidence and maturing. And there, he's got a wish that comes true around it. And for you, you have new beginnings on the horizon. Listen to your intuition. A wish comes true. New people are coming in. You've got a Taurus. You've got a Pisces. You've got a water sign, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. You also could be picking up a new activity or hobby. And life is moving forward towards greener pastures. So I think you'll be okay. You know what? Change is always hard, right? And especially like when a kid leaves. You know how many times I've had somebody cry to me over their kid going to college, and I'll tell them, I'm like, I'm going to tell you something. You're going to cry like fucking hell today and tomorrow and the day after, but you're going to get used to them going and coming, and pretty soon you're not even, it's not even going to be something that you think about because you get so accustomed to it. And, you know, like a few months later, they're like, you were right. I'm used to them coming and going now. It's just a change, you know, so you'll just adjust to it. Davy, general. You've got good news on the horizon, a new beginning around work, school, or business that's bringing in success. Then you can have a business or a side hustle. You're not looking back on the past. Old wounds are healing and moving into the past. You could be planning travel. You've got feeling like you may be going back to school, learning a new area of study. It doesn't even have to be going back to school, but you could be working hard on something business related, and you may be paying off a bill of debt or a loan. Pretty good. Pretty good. Alka, finances in the next month of October. Finances look good. You've got money that comes in. You've got money flowing to you and plenty of money coming in on the horizon. A wish comes true, feeling grounded and stable, a new venture begins. October should be a good month financially. Something could even come in out of the clear blue sky that brings in extra money. Butterflies. I've been trying to hold out on getting a car payment, but my car is struggling now. I bought it brand new 10 years ago. Is it time to let it go? I get a 70% chance, yes. Okay, so this is what I would say to weigh your, to make your decision. If you're putting more money into it than a car payment would be, like for example, my neighbor who had just mentioned to somebody that they got all these miles on their car and that, you know, they really got their money out of it, but they just put $1,000 into it. And the other neighbor said, well, it's cheaper than buying a new car. It's cheaper than buying a new car if you're only putting that $1,000 into it. But if you go and you lease a car, if you don't do a lot of mileage, and your lease is $179 a month, well, then $1,000 really isn't cheaper than getting a new car, because in a year's time, you know what, in 6 months it would be $1,000, but you wouldn't have any repairs. Like this, what's saying that this guy isn't going to turn around and have to put another $400 in next month? So you got to figure out, like, 10 years isn't that old if you don't have a ton of mileage on it. But if you have like 200,000 miles, that may be something to think about. But I totally understand, because my car is 8 years old and I'm starting to get to the place where, not right now because it's working okay, but you know, I think in my head, what am I going to do? I do not want to lease another car. I don't want a car loan. I'm just hoping I can keep this car forever, but you know how it goes. So I would think about it. Think about how much money you're putting into it with the repairs, as opposed to how much a car loan or a lease would run you. You know, that's the tough thing, because for me, like, I don't take on any more bills. I totally get it. Empress? No. Butterflies. Susie. Love for the weekend. For the weekend, disappointments heal and move into the past. Lay down the law, set boundaries. With the Empress, you've got love and money coming in. That's pretty good. Life moves forward towards greener pastures. You walk away from people, places, and things that no longer serve you. Could be spending time with a water sign, and something should happen pretty soon that makes you very happy. Pretty good. Pretty good. Could be with a water sign this weekend. Chris. Tanya, my sister had a friend. She spent 20 years waiting on a married man to leave his wife. He never left. She's in her 40s, never married, wants kids. She feels she's too old now. That is sad. That is sad. One of my friends, her sister was younger though, but she was with somebody for like 20 years, like out of high school. Like, can you imagine going from like 18 to 38 and then you just break up and you never got married? You never had kids? I don't know. I don't know what's happened since then. But yeah, I feel bad. I feel bad for anybody caught in those situations, because sometimes you can't help what the heart wants, but your mind has to be more powerful than it. I totally get it. I totally get it. Empress, what did the girl at the boba place think who handed me the drinks? Think of me. May have thought that you were attractive, smart, intelligent, or like charismatic. Butterflies, what are my boss Marco's thoughts of me? May find you to be strong, confident, adventurous, sincere, down-to-earth, hardworking, and reliable. Not bad. Gabs, thank you, thank you. Please go into further detail and explain why Stephanie S. is so envious of me. Okay, let's see. Okay, so there's a couple of things that go on here. She's really jealous of you. It shows up, first card. First of all, she may have a lot of indecision around herself. She may be unsure of who she is as a person. She may not be confident in herself, and she sees those things in you. She feels that you're confident. I'll be right with you. She feels that you're confident, grounded, stable, hardworking, and attractive. And she may feel like she is none of those things. Now, she could have some decent qualities, and she may be very hard on herself. But for some reason, she sees you as being like the person that she would want to be, or that she kind of looks up to, and that makes her jealous, but not in a good way. Like, she's not jealous, like, you know how like you could want to like be like somebody and you try, like I used to look up to my yoga instructor that taught me how to teach, and I wanted to teach like her, but I wasn't jealous of her. I just wanted to learn what she knew so that I could teach like that. But I wasn't jealous of her. I really liked her. But for this situation, it's like she's not at that place where she could be like, well, we could both be like that. She feels like because you're like that, she can't be like that, or she isn't like that, which, yeah. Anyhow, so she's got some work to do on herself. And then, why do I get the impression my black-haired Gemini bitchy side bothers her? Oh, it does. It does. Okay, so she may be feeling like that makes her feel like a disaster. So part of it could be that she's intimidated by it. Part of it could be that she doesn't have that, or she can't be like that, or she doesn't have the confidence that comes along with it. She could also feel like she's disappointed in herself, or she disappoints herself, or she may feel like people can see through her. Or if she acted like that, it would be an act, it wouldn't be real. I don't even know if she's aware of that. But anyhow, yeah, I think you're right about that. What is the problem?
My phone.
What happened to your phone?
My leg. Look at that tune. Get off.
Okay, because maybe it's the thing needs to be charged. And maybe it's time to go to bed. All right, let me help her. I'll be right back. It could be that it's time to go to bed and the phone went off. Maybe that's divine timing. Oh, what happened? Oh, I almost just fell. Oh, use the passcode, Avery. You know what the problem is? You locked yourself out. Oh, you clicked on something silly. How about this? Okay. Why don't you lay down? Well, Avery Grace, you gotta get up early. I see. It's numbers. Yeah, okay, good. Yeah.
Mom.
Avery. What? You're cold? So what happened? You can't put the blanket on you? Lay back. Lay back. All right. Okay, whatever you want to do. Close your eyes, go to sleep. I mean, am I going to have a sore neck for the rest of my life? Anybody think that? Because I do. And I don't want to take ibuprofen. You know, I took 3 of them the other day because it was really bad. All right, anyhow, let's continue. Oh, I got to plug this in. What's going on here? Oh, this is dark in here. Angel, what's coming towards me this week? What's coming towards me this weekend? You had a new beginning on the horizon. You could be spending time with an earth sign, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. Making decisions that push your life forward. You could have either a new idea or a new job opportunity come in that may be a side hustle. That's possible. Take time for rest, relaxation, and self-care. Making decisions that push your life forward. You're not looking back on the past. And there could be an air sign around Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. Not bad. Not bad. That's an asshole, yeah. Yeah. I know. I try to feel like, what would I have done if I would have heard stuff like that about one of my friends' situations? Like, would I have said something? I probably would have. I don't know. Tanya, I waited for a change and it didn't happen. Finally, I said, get my shit and get out. It was killing me, yeah. I think that's the hardest thing to do. The hardest thing to do is to make the decision and leave. And you know, I always see like these memes on like Facebook where like you see like a girl walking off in the, you know, her hair is blowing or she's got a cowboy hat on and it's like, leave anything that makes you feel unhappy. And I'm like, how come it looks so easy for that bitch? Like, it wasn't easy for me. It wasn't easy for me ever in any of the situations that, that ended. Anyhow, Lily, my male neighbor texts me all the time, and weird things late at night. Persistently, I've told him I'm not interested. He still tries. What's his problem? Oh, he thinks that he can convince you. And you know what? Do you not answer him? If you answer him, I would stop answering him. I think he'll leave you alone if you ignore him. And I hate saying that because I feel like nobody deserves to be ignored. But if you've told him and he's not respecting your wishes, then the only thing else that you can do is ignore him. Yeah, I think he'll leave you alone eventually. What a dope. Vicky says, I'd rather be silent than speak out if it's especially nothing to do with me. I don't know what you're talking about. I'd rather be silent. I'm not sure what you're talking about. Oh, you're talking about the friend that hid something from me, because Mel said, I only tell if I know the person is going to take action and do something. Some women just go back. Yeah. Yeah. Well, my situation, you know what? It was really weird the way things would happen. Because we would have falling outs and then things would come back together. So I don't really know for sure if it was like he was with me for a while and then we would have a falling out and he would be with the other person. Or if he was with that person the whole time. I don't really know. But what difference does it make? I knew that she was around at some points. And I did go back. And I didn't get a lot of bullshit from him. I got to give him that. He wasn't sweet talking me. He wasn't telling me things I wanted to hear. My excuse for him was he's young. That was my excuse because he was younger than me. And that was what I always went back to. He's young. That was the excuse I had for him. Oh, he's acting that way because he's immature. But if I could go back, I would have taken that excuse away. And the first time it happened, I wouldn't have made a big deal. I would just not have continued to see him anymore. I would have just backed out slowly. But anyway, I think that the issue that my friend had really is that she wouldn't have known whether or not for sure that she was hearing something that was true or something that was gossip. And she would have known that I would have been very upset about it. By the time I had heard all this stuff, it was like a year after things had ended, or maybe even longer, because I think I was already with Avery's dad at that point, and I didn't care. I was like, you got to be kidding me. He really did that? Whatever. I didn't care when I heard, but at the time, I probably would have been really devastated. Anyway. Butterflies journal for the next 6 months. Anxiety eases and moves into the past. Happiness comes in and around your life. No longer holding yourself back. You have success that comes in around work, school, or business. Life comes into balance. You could be paying off a bill, a debt, or a loan. You may be planning travel. Pretty good. Pretty good. Tanya, I think G is looking for victims, but at her age, older people don't want to deal. Exactly. She's going to end up alone. Yep. Yep. Lee. Lee was on live tonight with 2 women, and the one woman was talking about her experience, but those people were talking more of like romantic, like being involved with a narcissist that's a romantic situation. And for me, the person that I was dealing with that was narcissistic wasn't a romantic person. It was a woman that's somehow family related. That anyway, so that's why I didn't finish watching him tonight. But I'm curious. I did ask him about female narcissists, and I mean, they could be very, yeah, they could be very dangerous. But yeah, it is. It's crazy. It's craziness. Sepia love. You could have choices and options that come in between now and the end of the year. With the Magician, the ability to manifest them and long-term potential around next relationship. If you're looking for a commitment, you could find yourself in one before the end of the year. Got a couple of people here: an air sign, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini, a Virgo, and a Taurus. And you do have a commitment here. I would say explore your options, see how you feel. Life moves forward for you organically. Like through divine timing, a new journey begins. Old wounds are healing and moving into the past. Not bad. Not bad. How come it's hot in here? What happened? This fan went off. Turn that on. Oh no. Did it get unplugged? Maybe it got unplugged. Let's see. Okay, what's happening here? There we go. Good. They have general for the next 3 weeks. Avery, you've eaten enough. It's time to go to sleep. Shut your eyes and go to sleep.
No.
Avery, it's 10:30. You have to go to school tomorrow. Over the next 3 weeks, negativity moves into the past. Take time for rest, relaxation, and self-care, and listen to your intuition. You could make a decision to walk away from people, places, and things that no longer serve you. Making decisions to move life forward. You could have a new job or business opportunity coming in the next 3 weeks, if one hasn't yet. And you may be walking away from something or someone that you feel no longer serves you, and you could be paying off a bill, a debt, or a loan. Carrie, what are the Aquarius Peter's true intentions towards me? Commitment. I don't see commitment here. It looks like he's looking for a casual relationship, or he's looking for hookups. Not that it looks terrible. It doesn't look like he's trying to use you or manipulate you, but it looks like the situation could be casual sex. Or even casual dates, but I don't see commitment around this, as of right now anyways. Tanya, I'm ready for a hot time romance coming in. Okay, let's see. Yeah, perseverance pays off. A new beginning could be on the horizon. That's very successful. Growth, change, and transformations coming in and around your life. You'll walk away from people, places, and things that no longer serve you, and life could change for you for the better quickly. Wish comes true. That Aquarius may be coming back around, because I think you're going to be seeing him soon. If you're feeling undecided about something or someone, don't make any decisions until you're ready. You also could have a Leo around, and the other fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. What is he, Aries? You got plenty of options. Something's going to give. Girly, spirit cards. Page of Fire, outgoing, creative, conscious, mischievous. News of an exciting new endeavor. Use your intuition and your originality, your intuition, and your ingenuity. King of Fire, motivational, idealistic, ambitious, and charismatic. Focus, focus, focus. Communicate with vision. Be a leader. Advice from someone creative. Eight of Air, the illusion of being trapped. lack of self-confidence, and being afraid to take action. You know, I think a lot of us, that holds true for a lot of us. Feeling like we're trapped, lacking confidence. I feel like everybody, or most of us anyhow. Comment, is the rental apartment that I saw good, comfortable, and clean to live into? I'm trying not to get scammed or put myself in a dangerous situation. I agree. Let's see. I mean, it looks like it's pretty safe. I would say, yeah. It looks livable, definitely. You have to go to the bathroom? Okay. And then you're going to go to sleep? All right.
That's a good plan.
It's a good plan, miss. It's a great plan.
I just almost tripped. I'm almost tripped.
You almost tripped?
Yeah.
All right, you got to be careful. Oh, on the big ball. You want to lay on the bed? You want me to lift you up and put you on the bed, Cyrus? You want to go up on the bed or you want to sit on the floor? I don't think you really know any better yet. Avery, shut your eyes now. Oh, she wants to take a picture of Dylan to school for show and tell. I don't know if it's a good idea. I guess I'll let her do it. Vicky, Leo and I next week. Leo and I next week. Looks like things are a little bit slow. However, there should be communication that comes in next week or communication picks up. Listen to your intuition. Things are a little slow, but not bad. The energy around the situation is pretty stable. Jay's next action next week. Jay's next action is next week. Communication comes in and you may be doing something like on a spur of the moment. Like something fun or exciting. Listen to your intuition. A new beginning is on the horizon. That could have something to do with the Fool, which could either be a new journey or something out of the blue, fun and exciting. It looks pretty good. Overall energy next week looks good. Empress. Transcurrent energy and feelings towards me. Energy is like slow and steady, but this person may find you to be smart, intelligent, attractive, creative, and loyal. paracetamol and ibuprofen. I don't know what that is. Paracetamol? Is that like acetaminophen? I can't even say it. Aurelia, how does my boss Jason think of me? Pretty good. May find you to be smart, intelligent, reliable, dependable, focused, goal-orientated, pleasant, genuinely a nice person. Question, can you see if I find Pumpkin by putting more flyers out, or if I find him by keep going where he was last seen? I think you find him by putting out more flyers. Lalima, what's coming in next in my career? New beginning is on the horizon here. Career is strengthening. Negativity is moving into the past. A new journey begins that could be bringing in more money. Making decisions that are pushing your life forward. And with the Magician, you have the ability to make it happen. So if you're looking for improvement around career, between now and the end of the year, you could take charge of your career and things can move forward pretty quickly. I like it. I like it. Question, do you see if Paul will be a witness for the appeal? Will Paul be a witness for the appeal? I think he will be a witness. I think he will be a witness. Jasmine, is it over between Edgar and I? I tried to contact him, but maybe I'm blocked. I guess it's up to him to reach out. I do miss him, and I tried. He's a Gemini, and I'm a Libra. Well, yeah, it's going to be up to him to reach out. He's setting a boundary. He feels like this situation's out of balance. Either you want more from him than he's willing to give, or there is something that has gotten where the lines have been blurred here. So he feels like right now the only option is to just kind of cut things off because the two of you aren't on the same page. Yeah. I would kind of leave things alone and focus on something else. Tanya, he is good. I know. And, you know, he's getting help. Like he always says, he's been in psychotherapy for 6 years. Precious, general around my vacation next month. Looks good. It looks like time for rest, relaxation, and self-care. Things are functioning well. A new beginning is on the horizon. And it looks like smooth and pleasant, well balanced, successful. Pretty good. Susie, B's next action, haven't heard from him much. There should be communication that comes in soon because I think he's going to want to get together soon. You've got romance here and things should be functioning well. It's a little slow, but it still should be moving forward. I think you'll hear from him soon. Angel, what do I need to know about love for this weekend? Don't be afraid to explore options and walk away from people, places, and things that no longer serve you. Weight of the world slips off your shoulders. Life comes into balance when you explore your choices. You could have a Gemini, an Aquarius, or a Scorpio around this weekend. Tanya, if Aquarius keeps his hands where I can see them. Oh my God. Oh my God. This guy. Simran talked to GC Libra and expressed and communicated how I felt and told her about placing healthy boundaries in the friendship so we're both on the same page. I think both left it off on a good note. Energy. Yeah, it looks good. It looks grounded and stable. Pretty good. I'm laughing at Girly. Do we remind you of you and your mom? Kevin, is Aries going to text me back? Yes. Butterflies. My cousin's ex was able to buy a home. She has the same amount of student loan debt as we make the same amount of income. How did she get approved? Or she's not telling me something. Well, I don't know what about the down payment. I don't know if she had extra money for the down payment or whatever she put down for the down payment. It looks like she did get the loan. So I don't know if you tried to get a loan, but you should be able to get one if she did. I don't know though. The one thing that I'm uncertain about, it looks like Three of Pentacles is like teamwork. So I don't know if somebody gave her money and lent her money or she had a good chunk to put down. Because that could be a big thing too. You know, if you're buying a house, say that's $200,000 and you're putting down $60,000, like you're only mortgaging $140,000. If you're putting down $20,000, it's a big difference. So I don't know. That may be something that is coming to. That may be part of it. I don't think that the student loans are going to hold you back from getting a mortgage. I just think that, you know, it's debt. You know what I mean? Like everybody had it. You know what I'm saying? I think for her with the Three of Pentacles, somebody could have helped her out. Giddy Sadet, would it be better to buy a townhouse in San Jose or San Francisco? San Jose. Tanya, Aquarius next move, he's wild. One with fast hands. Jeez. Communication comes in. He's going to want to get together soon. I think right now he may be waiting on you to reach out to him. If you don't, you're going to hear from him anyway. He'll reach out at some point. And he's going to want to get together. This guy. Tanya, Aries next move, he's always been a gentleman. Oh, you got something that's going to happen around the situation that could make you very happy. And the situation could start to function better. Listen to your intuition. Communication comes in. A wish comes true. Things move forward. I think you're going to hear from him soon, too, and he's going to want to see you. Kevin, should I forget about the Aries? Kind of annoys me that he didn't put in any effort. I want my energy matched. I don't blame you. I would give it a little bit more time because it looks like things could still move forward. You know, like, if it happens once, like you don't get a text message back once, I think it's okay. If it's something that's repeated, then I would, yeah. But I would give it a little bit more time before you cut it off. Lima, would it be best decision for me to keep focusing on moving abroad or look for possibilities in my country in Korea? think looking for opportunities in your current country right now would be best. Comes up a little bit stronger. Dana, he told me he didn't care about us. Was he really being honest with me? He was being honest. He needs space, or he needs a break, or he's trying to set a boundary. And unfortunately, he could be a little bit on the immature side and doesn't know how to express himself in a nicer way. So instead of saying, hey, I don't care about us, he could have just said, this is too much for me. I need a little bit of a break. I'm setting a boundary, or maybe not even said that, but I need some time for myself. He's overwhelmed by the situation. Samantha, love. You have a wish that's coming true around a new beginning when it comes to love. And you've got cause for celebration that comes in. If you're currently with someone, things look good. If you're not with anyone, you've got a Pisces and an air sign coming in, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. A new beginning and a wish is coming true. The air sign could be an Aquarius. Netta, please let me know what Darcy has intentions towards me. I don't see any specific intentions here. I don't know what your relationship is with this person, but it seems like it's slow, or they don't have anything in mind. If you have intentions for them, I would reach out to them. Slay me and AE. Communication should be coming in. Something should happen that makes you happy. Growth, change, and transformation for the better comes in and around the situation. Maybe spending time together soon. CT. What is S thinking about me recently, specifically yesterday? Whatever happened yesterday, they're not spending a whole lot of time thinking about it. So if it's something that's made you feel weird or awkward, just let it go, because they've forgotten about it. They seem to think that you're grounded, stable, kind-hearted, caring, a loyal friend, somebody they have a lot of respect for. Victims. So yeah, she's looking for supply. That's what she's looking for. Foxy, can you tell me from the cards why my love life is the way it is? Old wounds that have not healed. So I don't know what's going on in your love life, but there is unresolved issues that could be keeping you stuck and stagnant, like over fantasizing about love, or over idealizing it and living in somewhat of a fantasy. And then there's also old wounds and maybe feeling undeserving, or like it's never going to happen, or it's out of my reach. And that also could be linked to that same sort of a fantasy thing. So when you sort of work on the inner bullshit that's going on inside, the outer world will reflect it. And a lot of it looks like it has to do with like fantasy. Like I could say, like, I can understand it. I don't know if I can explain it. But when I was younger, I could see how I was like that. Like feeling like You know who talks about this a lot? This is another self-help lady. Crappy childhood family. Fairy. Crappy childhood fairy. That's the name of her channel. And what she says is that children that grow up that have either been emotionally neglected or feel unheard can sometimes have a fantasy of what love is, that like that fantasy, like that some like almost like being obsessed with the idea of somebody falling in love with them, and that's what they're longing for, but it's like a fantasy. It's like that's not really what love is, so they never really get it because that doesn't really exist. So believing in something that's going to happen that's magical when it's not magical in reality kind of like makes normalcy look unappealing, if that makes sense. So it's like the person that comes in that you find to be boring or you don't like them, it's like you're not attracted to them because they're not coming in like this fantasy or wanting that kind of, you know, relationship. Like reminds me of like a Disney princess. Like everybody's looking for like Prince Charming, and he shows up with the shoe and, you know, the pumpkin and all the nonsense, but that's not real. So it's like if you have that idea in your head, you're not really attracted to anything that's normal because you're looking for that person to come in and kind of, you know, looking for love. So once again, with anybody that is looking for anything, I don't care if it's a job, I don't care if it's love, I don't care if it's friendship. If you're looking, longing, desiring, obsessing over whatever that is, try to forget about it because that's the fastest way to break down the resistance around it. Butterflies, what's coming in love in the next 2 months? In the next 2 months, okay, so you have a new beginning on the horizon if you're not with anyone, and you're headed towards the 10 cups being full. Could be with a water sign, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. Could be possibly with a Libra. You might have choices and options. But whatever goes on in the next 2 months or on the horizon, it could have long-term potential around it. Listen to your intuition. A new beginning leads to success, and things move forward through divine timing. Not bad. Davy, general for the next 2 weeks. With the Magician, you have the ability to manifest new opportunities. Negativity is moving into the past. Perseverance pays off around work, school, or business. You could be paying off a bill, a debt, or a loan. Old wounds are healing and moving into the past, and you'll walk away from something or someone that no longer serves you. Oh, excuse me. Something nice can happen around the home. Moving homes, changing homes, upgrading your home. Feeling ambitious, you'll be able to accomplish whatever it is you set your mind to. Jay, love update. You could have choices and options that come in around love, and somebody may make you an offer that would be hard to turn down that leads to a new journey. Could be an earth sign, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo, or a water sign, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. Don't be afraid to explore your options. Communication comes in from somebody you're hoping to hear from, or you'll get good news that you've been waiting on around love. J for career. You have something that's happening around your career that's making you very happy with the sun. A wish is coming true, and you'll get good news that you've been waiting on. More money is coming in. A new beginning is on the horizon. Old wounds are healing and moving into the past, and negativity is moving into the past. Looks pretty good. Julie, did RCL today since he was by his sister's house? think he did. Malika, general. Old wounds are healing and moving into the past. You may reconnect with an old friend or someone you haven't seen in a while. A new journey begins. Money comes in. Finances improve. And you could be working on a new creative project or creative hobby. Kavita. Ma'am Avnish missing me. I think they do miss you from time to time or on occasion. Lose love, general. Take time for rest, relaxation, and self-care. It'll serve you well. Somebody can make you an offer around work, school, or business that would be hard to turn down. You might be planning travel. You have a new beginning on the horizon. Life could change for you for the better quickly, and an old wound is healing and moving into the past. All about Maine for the rest of the night. You could hear from somebody you're hoping to hear from or get good news that you've been waiting on. Things could change for you for the better quickly. If you've had an argument or disagreement with someone, it will resolve itself and move into the past. Could be spending time with a water sign, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. Listen to your intuition. Katrina, why is Nathan ignoring me for a few days? We were repairing our friendship. Will he communicate anytime soon? Yeah, you should hear from him soon. It looks like he's been busy and he's kind of setting a boundary. So I don't know what the situation is, but he may be feeling like it's too much too fast. And he's been busy and he's kind of putting that on the back burner for right now. Tanya, general for the next 2 weeks. I'm excited about Aries. You do have a new beginning on the horizon around romance. You also have money coming in. You'll be spending time with Aries. You could also be paying off a bill, a debt, or a loan. Feeling a little bit more financially stable. Feeling better compensated, better respected around work, school, or business. And possibly planning travel. Perseverance pays off. Not bad. Not bad. Love always, general. You have a Capricorn and a Leo coming in that could be of significance. You have money coming in. Making decisions that push your life forward. You could be working on a new side business, side project, or side hustle. A new journey begins. You also could have cause for celebration that comes in around work, school, or business that leads to more money coming in. Not bad. Not bad. Julie, what went down with R&L today since he went over there? Not much. It looks like he just stopped in. And maybe talk. There's communication. May have stopped in, may have talked. Doesn't look like he was there for too long. But there's pretty decent communication happening. Jay. I've reached a stage in life where I know what works for me. How will this approach go going forward? It's going to work for you well. Slow and steady wins the race, brings in new beginnings and opportunities. Listen to your intuition. It leads you to happiness. Somebody makes you an offer that would be hard to turn down. Put yourself first. Your wants and needs come before other people's. Take care of yourself. Life moves forward. Good. Good. All about me. As soon as you said Dwayne texted me, we know what he wants. Um, Get to step. My apologies for the question. I wanted to know if a house is better in San Francisco or a townhouse. Not a house. Okay, let me see. The San Jose one still comes up stronger. Lucinda for the next 3 days. With the Magician, you have the ability to manifest new opportunities. If you're feeling undecided about something, don't don't make any decisions until you're ready and listen to your intuition. Good luck comes in. Take time for rest, relaxation, and self-care. You could reconnect with somebody that you haven't seen in a while. And you have success coming in around work, school, or business. Not bad. Dakota, general for the weekend. For the weekend, success comes in around taking time for rest, relaxation, and self-care. But feeling ambitious, you'll still be able to accomplish whatever you set your mind to. Could be spending time with a Leo. Could be spending time with a Scorpio. Finances are improving or money is coming in. Amazing me. What is next for me at my current workplace? Will I get moved into a new position or fired? A new position. Rimmel, general around finding a new job. You could have a new job come in sometime between now and the end of the, I'm going to say the end of October, maybe even within the next 4 weeks. Somebody can make you an offer that will be hard to turn down that leads to happiness. Maggie for the next 24. Listen to your intuition. Life comes into balance. New beginning is on the horizon. And happiness comes in around work, school, or business. Not bad. Not bad at all. Vicky, general for tomorrow. You could have money coming in. Finances look like they're improving. Success comes in around finances. Feeling ambitious to be able to accomplish whatever you set your mind to. Listen to your intuition. Anxiety eases and moves into the past. You've got the world at your feet. Not bad. Not bad. Around for the next 7 days. Take time for rest, relaxation, and self-care. You could have a new business opportunity on the horizon. A disappointment is healing and moving into the past. Take time for rest, relaxation, and self-care could help to ease anxiety. There could be money coming in, finances could be improving, and negativity moves into the past. Not bad. Not bad. Sunnyville, a spot open for the class that I want. Yes, I think one will. All about me. And Lamar is awesome. He's worked, has taken over his life, and he doesn't have time for me. I don't like that. Oh, this is not for me. Welcome, Ankita. I am good. How are you? Thank you for being a new subscriber. Have I skipped anybody? Dana, what is coming my way? What is coming my way? Cause for celebration comes in around work, school, or business. You could be planning travel. You could have money coming in, a disappointment heals and moves into the past. Could be spending time with the fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. Anxiety is easing and moving into the past. Not bad. Lalima, next 10 days. For the next 10 days, negativity moves into the past. Slow and steady wins the race. Success comes in around work, school, or business. Happiness comes in around work, school, or business. You're no longer holding yourself back. Life is moving forward. And you could be spending time with an earth sign, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. And Kita, demand, shoes, current feelings, and next actions. No contact and separation. Okay, let's see. Yeah, but there's going to be communication that comes in. So the next actions would be communication, possibly through a text message. He's still showing as he's holding himself back, or he may not be ready to come forward yet, so it could take a minute before you hear from him. He's feeling like he's setting a boundary, and he's taking time to try to figure out what it is he wants and needs for himself and from the situation. But communication should come in sometime before, I'm going to say sometime before the end of the autumn. Maybe feeling like he needs to take a little time for himself right now. Love always, Cancer's intentions. There's communication that comes in, but beyond that, they don't seem to have any other intentions. They're kind of just going with the flow of things. They're a little all over the place right now. Miriam, what does Irvin think of our situation? Maybe happy and content and feel like it's grounded and stable. Or maybe feeling grounded and stable and is content with the way things are. Julie, is our planning on going back over to Elle tomorrow or over the weekend? I don't think so. Oh, you're very welcome. Thank you, Ankita. Erica, I want to know if the guy that I met at my previous job named Phil remembers me. We spoke a few words to each other one time. I requested to follow him on Instagram. I think he remembers you, yeah. I think that he'll accept you too. Anthony, when the next job offer will come to me? Could be sometime in the month of October, and it could bring with it great happiness. Pretty good. Is there anybody here I haven't answered for yet? Jean I didn't answer for. Ripan Deep I didn't answer for. General for Ripan Deep. You could have a new job or business opportunity come in. You actually could have choices that make you feel better compensated, better respected, and it's bringing in a little bit more financial security. Maybe spending time with an air sign, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini, also a Taurus is around. Take time for rest, relaxation, and self-care. Wish comes true around finances improving. KKRB's thoughts about me. May find you to be grounded and stable, creative, unique, conscientious, confident, hardworking, and genuinely a nice person. Pretty good. Mel, is the doctor seeing another Taurus, or is it a fibroid? Oh wait, it disappeared. Adonis, what did I tell you? There's no dumb questions. And then that disappeared. Where the heck am I? Next job offer, I did that wrong. Well, is doctor seeing another Taurus, or is it a fibroid? Is it another Taurus? It could be a Taurus. G, and future actions are towards me. Oh, G's future actions towards me. This person seems to be very slow, but there is communication that comes in. But things right now look a little out of balance between the two of you. This person may be feeling a little bit like they're focused on themselves, they're focused on their business, and they're kind of busy in their own right. But you should hear from them. Tony, I must have magnets in my ass. Oh my God. He's got some nerve, right? I don't know. I'm waiting for Adonis's dumb question. It's not dumb. There are no dumb questions. I don't know why I'm embarrassed to admit it, but I'm jealous of Aquarius. I feel like I'm about to burst my ass open for saying that. Anyway, is Aquarius messing with anyone? I don't think that you should be embarrassed by saying that. I don't see her with anyone else right now, but I think that that's a normal question. I think it's normal to feel that way. I mean, have you ever been in a situation where you don't even like the person? Like, I remember this happening in high school. Like, you don't even like the person, and they like you, and you don't want to go out with them. But then all of a sudden, like, they're like dating somebody else, and you're like, hey, wait a minute, I thought they liked me. And it's like, well, you don't even like them, so what do you care, right? So it's like, it's normal for us to feel like jealous, or what about me, or yeah, like, that's fine. It's fine. Tanya, my weekend, anything good? You have money coming in? I could be seeing that Aries shows up here. Oh shit, you also have the Aquarius. Both of them may be around this weekend, and a wish could come true. Let's see what happens. Hazel, what is next for G and I? Communication comes in and you should be seeing one another. Jealousy is a funny thing. Can be dangerous, but you're not dangerous. I wasn't dangerous either. Like, yeah. That's not. It can be dangerous. Yeah, people can be fucked up. Okay, that's it for me. Oh, let me do Anila. Am I pregnant or is something else wrong? Chances are that you're pregnant or higher than something else is wrong, but I would go take a test just to make sure. All right, that's it. I am going to wrap it up and see you guys tomorrow. Thank you all very much for being here. Have a nice evening. Maybe one day I won't have this cough anymore. Oh, there's one more. Hang on. I'm going to do Twitch tomorrow, yeah, when Avery's in school. All about me. Any passion coming in this weekend? There could be passion that comes in from a water sign, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer, or an air sign, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. Don't be afraid to explore your options. A new beginning is on the horizon. Yes, that's possible. Julie, what is happening with R and L? Not much. So communication looks like it's okay, but spending a lot of time together, that's not happening. She seems to be okay, though, as long as he just stops in, even if he's not there for that long. Because she feels like either he's doing something for her, or he's coming to see her, or he's taking care of something. But not much is happening between the two of them. It's kind of a little bit slow and stagnant. Alrighty, I'm going to wrap it up and see you guys tomorrow. Thank you all very much for being here. Have a great evening.